Okay, so we start with question number 91. Which of the following statement is our right? Stranger did not seem badly hurt. Did not. So this is correct because he was standing on the road. So although you can see that he was bleeding from a cut on his cheek, you can say he wasn't really badly hurt. So this is a correct statement. And we need one answer. So which of the following statement is our correct? So here they're asking which is correct. Which according to you is correct?
Option A, option 1.
Yeah, option 1 is correct. So nowhere is it mentioned that it was because of the snow he was driving. It was late night, so there was no traffic. So he was driving in a careful. Anyway, he was not driving in a careful manner. He was not. He was feeling drowsy. This is not mentioned. He loomed up in front of me, meaning
Option 2.
option two. Correct. Okay. Gradually to a stop, opposite in meaning.
Option 3.
Correct. And I braked at once.
Option 3.
Yeah, it's a conjunction.
Conjunction.
Op- 96. That I saw the car. It was then that I saw
It's
the
a
car.
noun clause.
Two.
Two. Okay, good. Okay, study the following statements. So, which one of them is a wrong statement, or maybe two of them, which is right, right and wrong.
Option three.
Yeah. So A is right, B is right, C is wrong.
Hmm.
And Bill was traveling with his
Option two. Sister.
2.
sister. Which of the following statement is not correct?
Option four.
Four. Yeah. So the car may not start again. Uh, so it was a dark spot, so it might be a case of robbery. It was mentioned only Pat, a woman was sitting beside him, was mentioned. Okay. So you can check later on. I'll tell you once we do the paper what is it that you need to check. Okay. Now this is a poem in a little bit of old English. People might have problems with old English. The bishop asked Robin Hood the purpose of his. Uh, okay. So which is they're asking whether it's true or not.
A and B both are right.
Yeah, both are correct. What was going to take place in a church?
Wedding. Name. Huh. Wedding.
Wedding.
Wedding. Yeah.
Wedding.
I prithee now. What would it mean? Like you will have to.
I
Request.
request you.
I request you. So it is I pray to thee. But then you can get it through the uh, tone of the thing. Okay. Where did my
Robin Hood met.
yeah?
Where
Where
is
did he
he?
meet?
Church.
Yeah.
Church.
Church. Yeah. Which of the following statements is incorrect?
The
Option
bridegroom
one.
was rich and handsome. First one, ma'am.
Yeah, because he was old and rich but old. Okay. And question 105, did shine like
Hello.
glistening gold?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
In the previous option,
Hmm.
he was not handsome. He was like dull. Something was given, but
Yeah, so they're
uh,
asking which is incorrect.
no, ma'am. But it was in the there it is given that gold and something is like given, no, full of gold something. So I thought he is rich there, ma'am.
Yeah, he is rich, but he's old.
Shining like glistening gold. Like, so I thought he's rich.
See,
He's
see,
not
with that came
handsome,
in
but
a
he's rich.
see here we know with that came in a wealthy knight, so he's rich. Okay,
Wealthy, huh? Wealthy and also glistening
it
gold.
was
You
both
see,
grave
huh?
and old, so he's rich and
Huh.
old, and presumably old is not handsome. Okay, and after him a Finnican lass is a girl, did shine like glistening gold. So the girl was
Oh,
shining like glistening gold.
okay.
So the incorrect statement. So he was old and dull looking. Correct. Bride was young and beautiful. She was not eagerly waiting for the ceremony. We know because Robin Hood says, "No, the bride shall choose her own dear. This is no fit match." The girl is not very happy. So these three are correct, and this is the wrong one, incorrect one. We have to find.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, which literary device is this?
Ma'am, simile.
Yeah,
Simile.
so like book. Very good. See, 15 marks in your pocket. एक दो भी नहीं आया होगा तो 13 marks in your pocket. Okay, now let's do the pedagogy part. A child does not write a paragraph on her own even after brainstorming. However, she is able to write it under adult or peer guidance. So, what is this guidance called?
Scaffolding.
One.
Correct.
Scaffold.
Okay, dash is a type of learning in which a child has to use higher order mental processes such as intelligence or reasoning.
Option
Concept.
4.
Learning.
Concept learning, yeah.
Concept learning. Yes.
Yeah. Motor skills is to do with motor structure learning, not really verbal learning, or it could be verbal, non-verbal, but concept learning is the correct answer. Okay, you as a teacher appreciate a child for her overall use of language. Though some of the words are misspelled, what are you using out here? Which approach are you using?
Is it option 2?
It is option one actually. So do write this down when you're writing your approaches. The main approaches I have given you are communicative, structural, and constructivist. There
Yeah.
is, so I would call the whole language learning not a approach to learning, but as a strategy that you use or a method that you use. Where what you do is, and this is done with small children. Uh, they tell the child like I can give you, let me just stop share. So I had seen this happen with my nephew when they're in the US. So when he was around 6 7 years old, he had come to India and he was asked to write 10 lines every day about what is happening in his day-to-day life. Okay, and he would sit down and he would write. So we as Indians would look at it and try to correct his spellings, try to correct, him coming up with a correct sentence. And his mom just said that just leave him alone. They are trying to get him to, he will eventually learn the spellings, like they're quite sure about that. But is he going to eventually learn to think on his own? So every day he had to come up with 10 sentences on his own. So this is called one whole language approach, where they just let the child get immersed into the language, and he learns to think. So what happens with us is we forget to think. We are not able to think in that language. There they just let the child be in the language, and then the chota mota grammatical mistakes and uh, spelling mistakes, he'll learn and he'll improve as he grows. So this is a whole world, a whole language approach or whole language strategy, which is called. So here they're just calling it approach. Although I've given you technically what is approach and what is method and strategy, do know that in CTET, I cannot guarantee you that they will use it absolutely correctly, because CTET question papers are not made by language experts.
I was also confused with that second option. I thought
Yeah.
communicative.
Yeah, that is because it has not been given as a part of the notes, and that is why you have to keep adding to the notes. So you've learned something new out here, just add it on to your notes, because it is not possible that everything can be in the notes. They can just come up with a new question. Okay, you are a Hindi speaking teacher, but you get posted in a primary school which is in the area of Punjab. Since you do not know the local language, what would you do?
Option 2.
Child
Correct.
language resource of
Yeah.
starting.
And anywhere where the teacher is leaving the job and all is going to be cancelled out. Communicate in English. She's a Hindi speaking teacher, so this doesn't make sense. And motivating everybody to one language is not wrong. So basically, using the child's language as a resource. Remember this line: language as a resource, the student's language as a resource, community as a resource. These are all your positive keywords or keywords that you need to keep looking at. Something as a resource. The dash comprehension is the skill of reading a piece of text closely or intensely for the purpose of extracting specific information. So here the answer is local, and I realized that this is some new word. So specific information is scanning. If you've done scanning and skimming,
Hmm.
so since those words are not used, scanning and skimming. So let me just revise types of learning for you.
I opted for evaluative, option 4.
Huh. Evaluative.
Yes, ma'am. Same. Same here.
अच्छा. So कुछ ना typical words होते हैं which you can all see the whiteboard, right? So reading, if you are talking about reading it's basically for anything that you are doing passively. Okay? Listening पे भी आएगा. So first let's do the kind of reading which happens in a class. So first the teacher will read out, so that is called model reading. Model reading is always by the teacher. I'm just telling you all concepts in not in any order, but basic concepts you should know about reading. So model reading is one. Then there is loud reading. Loud reading is where the child is individually reading out loud. Happens at the primary stage. Your purpose of doing this is to ensure that the child is pronouncing things correctly and speaking correctly. So then when you're confident that your child can speak correctly, then they move on to silent reading. Okay, so this is what the child and the teacher are doing in the classroom, the actual kind of reading. Then when you are reading, you can do extensive reading. So extensive reading may you ask the child to read a lot of extra stuff. This is also called supplementary reading. So many schools have the supplementary reader kind of a thing where during the holidays or they'll tell you that read these books. Generally, these books have something to do with one of the chapters which is already being taught. So a part of it is taught. So the supplementary reading, extensive reading, it is also called reading for pleasure. And you just should know the gist of the book, gist of the story. Is intensive. This is what we do in our classroom. Every word, every phrase, every thing that has to be known, you will go through this. So this is intense local reading. Now this word I've never seen called local reading, but somebody has come up with it, and it isn't evaluative reading because this is intensive reading. Now comes another topic which is asked many times, favorite of theirs, so, which is scanning and skimming. So these are actually strategies of fast reading, but they don't always call it strategy. Okay, so I teach my children that skim is दूध की मलाई निकालना. That's also a word which means skim. So दूध रखा होता है, उसमें मलाई जम जाता है, and you kind of pick up that malai and throw it. That's called skimming. So दूध की मलाई निकालना is to know the gist that okay, this is milk and this is what I've understood. So when you are reading, to get the overall gist in one go. For example, I want to know whether this book is good for me to take from the library, a study book, of course. So what do? Am I going to read the whole book? No, I will kind of just go through the entire preface or maybe the index, and see the chapters and say, okay, ye chapters have this will do. I think I should take that book. So when I'm doing that kind of reading, I am skimming. But scan is like an X-ray. Think of an X-ray. X-ray is to find out whether we have broken. If the bone is not broken, the X-ray is of no use. You just throw it. Everything is fine. So we only want one specific information. And scanning is what you will do, like when you're seeing your results. Everybody's result is on the board. You only want to see your name, your marks. The rest of it you're not even interested. Okay, so that is scanning. So skimming, scanning, intensive, extensive, then loud reading, silent reading. These are your kinds of reading and also listening. But listening is not so obvious whether you've listened or not. So therefore, it comes more as a reading question. Okay, the purpose of diagnostic test in language learning is to?
Option 3.
Correct. So remedy gaps. 2 of the keywords. So you'll get that. Which one of the following is a correct statement about a textbook? I guess you should be confused between 2 and 3. It is
It's option number 3.
Yeah. No, it is helps to achieve. It is option number 2.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Option number 2. I thought it's question number 113. Sorry.
Okay.
Option number
113. Which of the following classroom practices helps a teacher to develop oral language among students?
Option number 3.
Yeah. Role plays is one of the best. Why is role play one of the best? Because the child has to, you just say the thing that you are a king, and then the child has to behave like a king, talk like a king, so language development is the best, oral language. When we say language is arbitrary, what do we mean?
Option 3.
Option
Correct.
3.
Yeah. Deductive approach to teaching grammar advocates that we should something, dash something first.
Option number
Option
2.
Yeah. Dash is a way of estimating or guessing beyond the facts.
4.
Okay. So extrapolation, extrapolative language, extrapolative essays is when another of the favorite questions is when you imagine that some facts are given to you. Okay. And then you have to guess beyond that. So they say, presume that you are a person who has gone to the Himalayas and now you're doing a trek. Some facts are given to you. Then you will be going beyond that. So that is extrapolation. Inference will be based on the facts of the text that you see. Analysis, of course, is based on the text. Explanation is based on the text. Beyond the text is extrapolation. Okay, a language teacher must promote learners for free writing as the key benefit of free writing.
Option 1.
Yeah, fluently and fluently.
Option number 1.
As a teacher of class 5, you ask the students to read the text thoroughly, so then you ask them questions. So this is your RTC, reference to context. What are you encouraging?
Option number 4.
Option 4.
This is intensive reading. Language acquisition occurs only when the
Option number 4.
exposure. Yeah, exposure is the best. And excluding mother tongue in the classroom is a characteristic feature of which method?
Option
No
number
mother
4.
tongue. Yeah, direct method. Okay. There was a confusion.
Ma'am, what is
between
natural here?
Yeah, natural
I
method and
got
direct.
confused between 4th and 1, so
Yeah,
I
so they
wrote
gave
both of
marks
them.
for this. They gave marks for this.
Sorry, ma'am, can you
They
repeat?
gave marks for this. Natural method and direct method. In many textbooks, they have mentioned over and over again that it is the same. The natural
So
method,
both are accepted here.
both were accepted.
Achha.
So this is about glacier. Those of you whose Hindi is good, see how fast you can read and understand this. Okay, do start timing yourself, and more or less 80% तुमको समझ आना चाहिए. So पर्यावरण समस्या क्या है?
संसार भर की.
संसार भर की समस्या है, और यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है ये संकट लेकर देश के लोगों को चेतना करनी चाहिए. यहाँ पे है, होगा, वर्ड्स वुड बी देयर. ओके. गद्यांश के अनुसार संसाधनों के अंधाधुंध प्रयोग का प्रभाव किस पे पड़ता है?
ऑप्शन नंबर 3.
या ऑप्शन नंबर 3, इट इज आउट हियर. इसका असर मौसम, खेतों और फसलों पर पड़ रहा है. बचपन शब्द क्या है?
ऑप्शन नंबर 1.
या भाववाचक संज्ञा, बिकॉज इट इज एन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट नाउन. गद्यांश के अनुसार चिंता का विषय क्या है?
ऑप्शन नंबर 1.
या दिस इज आउट हियर. ये जो सेकंड लाइन है ना, संकट को लेके देशों के लोगों और सरकारों की चेतना का जो स्तर है वो चिंता बढ़ाने वाला है. तो स्तर बहुत कम है. दैट इज व्हाट दे मीन. ओके. ग्लेशियर शब्द क्या है?
पता नहीं.
ये आगत शब्द है. So there is a topic in the languages which is called tatsam tadbhav, and there are 5 kinds of languages. So on Thursday I'm going to take up 2 topics. Azima has asked for sandhi, and I will take up also tatsam tadbhav. So there are 5 kinds of words in Hindi. Agat means foreign. It is also called Videshi. So glacier is a English word used in Hindi because it comes from an English word, and so it is a Agat word. गद्यांश के अनुसार पर्यावरण संरक्षण का सबसे उपयुक्त उपाय है?
Option number 1.
1.
आवश्यकताओं में कमी करना. ओके. उदारीकरण के कारण. उदारीकरण is your consumerism.
Option
Option 1.
number 1. Udarikaran means consumer.
Consumerism. IES.
Consumerism. Okay.
तो अनावश्यक सुविधाओं के
सुविधाओं के उपभोग में वृद्धि.
या व्हाट इज दैट. वैश्विक के मूल शब्द का प्रत्यय क्या है? प्रत्यय इज योर सफिक्स.
Option number 2.
या सो विश्व प्लस इज वैश्व.
Oh.
निम्नलिखित गद्यांश को पढ़कर पूछे गए प्रश्नों सही संभव. ये तो सही है. जीवन में रौनक तब है. ओके, सो दैट वन. निम्न में विशेषण कौन है? नाउ इफ यू सी, इफ यू स्टार्ट विद द क्वेश्चंस, नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन आई टेल यू, आई टेल यू अनदर स्ट्रेटजी. सो वंस वी फिनिश विद दिस पेपर, आई टेल यू अ फ्यू स्ट्रेटजीज एंड विल डू अ बिट ऑफ ग्रामर. निम्न में से विशेषण कौन है? व्हिच इज एन
विशेषण. जीवंतता.
जीवंतता.
How, ma'am?
जीवंत मीन्स अलाइव. तो सी हाउ यू विल यू यूज. जीवंतता इज अ भाववाचक संज्ञा. उसके जीवंतता पे मुझे कोई संदेह नहीं है. आई एम नॉट, आई डोंट हैव एनी कंफ्यूजन अबाउट हाउ अलाइव ही इज. ये एक वरदान है. सो एनीथिंग यू कैन रिप्लेस विद द वर्ड समथिंग इज अ नाउन. ओके. मुझे सम्मान चाहिए. आई वांट रिस्पेक्ट. सो दैट इज समथिंग. जीवंत इज अलाइव. ये पेड़ जीवंत है. सो इट इज डिस्क्राइबिंग द पेड़. सो दिस इज अ विशेषण.
Okay.
जीवन में खुशी आती है किससे?
Option number 1.
सरलता से. समूह से भिन्न शब्द. So आडंबर
Option
means
number 3.
असहज. So these are all the same. Bad,
Yes.
negative.
Negative words.
ओके. गद्यांश के अनुसार अहंकार में हम केवल बाहर की तरफ देखकर जीते हैं. वाक्य का आशय. आशय मीन्स व्हाट इट मीन्स.
Option number 2.
दिखावटी जीवन व्यतीत करने की ओर ले जाते हैं. प्रपंच से क्या तात्पर्य है? So प्रपंच, आडंबर, अहंकार, these are all same.
Option 2.
So this is आडंबर. So prapanch is your ahankar about see how much I have when I'm showing off. That is prapanch. जीवन का सम्मान कैसे किया जा सकता है?
Option number 3.
As per the passage, जिस रूप में जीवन मिला है उसे उसी रूप में जीते. Whatever you are, be just that. आधारित में प्रत्यय है.
Option number 4.
Option number
4.
Four.
It is आधार plus it.
It.
Okay, now let's go to the pedagogy part. 136. भाषिक दक्षता शिक्षार्थियों को किसके समर्थ बनाती
किसके
है?
समर्थ होना. Option number
भाषिक.
3.
हाँ.
जानने की दक्षता.
दक्षता मीन्स स्किल. भाषिक दक्षता इज लैंग्वेज स्किल. तो इसमें उसको किसमें समर्थ बनाती है? व्हाट डज द चाइल्ड बिकम गुड एट? सो व्याकरणिक रूप वी डोंट वांट. वी आर नॉट फोकसिंग ऑन ग्रामर. भले ही व्याकरणिक रूप से सही ना हो पर प्रवाह के साथ बोलने की दक्षता. सो दिस साउंड्स गुड दैट इवन इफ आई एम नॉट ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट, प्रवाह के साथ आई कैन स्पीक. But this is not bhashik dakshata. Then you are not a skillful or a you're not speaking well. You're not a good communicator. Bhashik dakshata out of these two will be where whatever is the situation, I should know what is the correct way to speak. So ये जानने की दक्षता कि कैसे और कहाँ भाषा का उचित रूप से प्रयोग करना चाहिए. This would be the criteria. So option 1 would be this. Like if I had to go with, this will be 1, this will be 2. This is absolutely wrong. This is absolutely wrong. You should have confusion only between these two and then choose which one is a better option. Sometimes you will get these kind of questions. 20% of it. ओके, प्राथमिक स्तर पर एक अध्यापक अपने शिक्षार्थियों को रंग करने और चित्रकारी करने के लिए प्रोत्साहित करती है. ड्रॉ एंड
Option number 2.
ये
Option 2.
Yeah. So Sushma Tatyatmak Kaushal is your cross motor skill. What she is doing is helping you develop your fine motor skill. Sushma is fine, sorry.
Fine motor skills.
Yeah. बच्चे भाषा प्रभावशाली तरीके से तब सीखते हैं जब
Option number 4.
उन्हें
Protsahan.
प्रोत्साहन मिले. Yeah, direct प्रोत्साहन is your motivation. Now some might think, anybody who has said निपुण अध्यापक.
Yeah, I selected both the options. I mean, I wrote both 4 and 1 both. I was little
Okay.
confused.
So
between
remember,
both of them.
why this would not be correct. We are not going to. You might think पाठ्य पुस्तक भी अच्छा मिलेगा if I have a good textbook, but पाठ्य पुस्तक is one of the options, one of the ways we learn language. उन्हें रोका जाए तो never. We don't want to stop the child from anything, but the teacher is also one of the ways of learning language. There are many children who you just leave them in a small child. You leave him, surround him with language, motivate him, he'll learn. So we should not over value ourselves too much. That is why that is wrong. Okay, एक अध्यापिका अपनी कक्षा में समूह चर्चा और सहपाठियों में अंतःक्रिया. Okay, समूह चर्चा is
Group
discussion, group discussion, and सहपाठियों में अंतःक्रिया is another word. Please learn. It is interaction.
Interaction.
Okay, अंतःक्रिया is interaction. So सहपाठियों में अंतःक्रिया. So you are hearing group discussions. You are hearing the word अंतःक्रिया, which is interactions. को महत्व देती है. वो विद्यार्थियों की सही वर्तनी या उच्चारण में गलतियां पर बहुत अधिक ध्यान नहीं देती है. वर्तनी इज स्पेलिंग एंड उच्चारण इज प्रोनाउंसिएशन. सो इफ दे समबडी आर मेकिंग मिस्टेक्स, वो ज्यादा ध्यान नहीं देती है. वो कक्षा में किस उपागम का प्रयोग कर रही है. which upagam is your approach, you know, which method or which language
Fourth
approach is
option.
she. Yeah, so this is constructivism.
Ma'am, what is Udarvadi?
They've written out here eclectic. Eclectic as a word means taking the best from everything. So I'll use the best of behaviorism, best of constructivism, best of everything, and use it. Eclectic behavior. आपने महसूस किया कि पाठ में प्रयुक्त भाषा आपके शिक्षार्थियों के लिए बहुत कठिन है. Whatever you say. आप भाषा को कुछ सरल करते हैं और अपने शिक्षार्थियों की आवश्यकता अनुसार विषय वस्तु में भी कुछ परिवर्तन करते हैं. आप इस कृत्य को क्या कहलाएंगे?
Option 2. Anukula.
Yeah. So one is adaptation and one is so anukulan karna is, I think you adapt to something, and
Make it conducive like environment.
Yeah. Mulyankan is evaluating. Samiksha is more you critically review it. Samiksha is the review. So the correct answer is anukulan. आज राजू विद्यालय जा रहा है, इसलिए वो बहुत खुश है. अपने परिवार का वो पहला व्यक्ति है जो विद्यालय जा रहा है. उसके परिवार में इससे पहले कोई भी नहीं, यहाँ तक उसके अभिभावक और गार्जियन कभी विद्यालय नहीं गए. तो राजू को क्या कहेंगे?
Option 1.
Option number 1. Pratham Pidi.
Yeah, the first generation. So Hashyakrit is another vocabulary word you should learn. Hashyakrit is disadvantaged. So Hashyakrit are those who are deprived. Deprived, I think, would be a better word. Alpasankhya are the ones with minority. So Alpasankhya, if you are from the minority community, you need not always be from the deprived community. Deprived are those who, like in many places the tribals, they don't have any. So they are deprived. So Hashyakrit and Alpasankhya is also another list of words you should keep in mind. अध्यापन की दुनिया में प्रवेश करने के बाद आपने अनुभव किया कि पाठ्यपुस्तक की शुरुआत में शिशु गीत और चित्रकथाएं होती हैं और अंत में वर्णमाला होती है. तो भाषा शिक्षण शास्त्र में इस प्रकार का व्यवस्था इस उपागम के अंतर्गत आई है. So the answer will be either bottom up or top down. Okay, when you have these two words, these are the only two options you're going to get.
Yes, I was confused between these two only, ma'am.
So, ma'am, it is option number 2 because 1 is wrong.
Yes. So okay, this is correct. So top down is when you start with songs and stories, and then you will come down to the Varnmala, which will give you the akshars. You come down to the letters of the alphabet. So you're starting with the story and coming down to the alphabet. That means you're doing a top-down approach. I'll explain this also. That's a concept which you have to understand. 143 जब भाषा स्वाभाविक रूप से सीखी जाती है बिना किसी व्यवस्थित अभ्यास के,
Option number
उसे क्या
2.
कहा जाता है? अर्जन. So acquisition, भाषा अर्जन और भाषा अधिगम, लैंग्वेज एक्विजिशन. निम्नलिखित में से किसका एक महत्वपूर्ण गुणधर्म कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है जिसमें शिक्षार्थी जोड़ों या समूह में एक साथ मिलकर समस्या समाधान कार्य करते हैं? So they get together, a problem is given, and then they have to solve the problem, which is a characteristic of what? Where will you
Option
see
number
this?
1.
संप्रेषणात्मक भाषा शिक्षण is communicative language learning. So in the communicative language learning, language teaching, you are giving a problem and they go and solve it. So that's व्यवहारवादी is behaviorism. संरचनात्मक is your structural, and भाषा समग्र भाषा उपागम, I guess, is your whole language approach. प्रदूषण टॉपिक पर पाठ्य योजना तैयार करते समय पाठ्य योजना इज योर लेसन प्लान. आपका पहला चरण क्या होगा? So when you are making your lesson,
Option 4.
ऑब्जेक्ट. एक अध्यापक ने अपने शिक्षार्थियों को जल पर एक अनुच्छेद लिखने के लिए कहा. शिक्षार्थियों ने विज्ञान और सामाजिक विज्ञान की कक्षाओं में जो पढ़ा था उसके आधार पर आपस में चर्चा आरंभ की और उसके बाद अनुच्छेद लिखना शुरू किया. तो ये किस चीज का उदाहरण है? So this is language across curriculum. But
प्रयोग में भाषा?
No, it is समूचे पाठ्यक्रम में भाषा. So what they have done is, I'll tell you the keywords. You've been asked to write a paragraph. अनुच्छेद is paragraph or water. In the language class. ने विज्ञान का लिया, one subject is out there. सामाजिक विज्ञान का लिया, social science से लिया. So the children have talked about what have they learned about water in science. They have talked about what have they learned about water in social science, and then they discuss, and then they write the anuच्छेद. So this is language across curriculum. So about water they have learned everywhere. That's theme-based learning. Theme-based learning had been also given. That would have been correct. Okay. 147 आपका पालन पोषण एक ऐसे गांव में हुआ जहां सभी लोग हिंदी बोलते थे और आपने ये भाषा बिना विद्यालय गए ही सीखी. बाद में आप विद्यालय गए तो आपने अंग्रेजी, संस्कृत, हिंदी और उर्दू सीखी. अब आप अंग्रेजी भाषा प्रभाव के साथ बोलते. तो आपकी प्रथम भाषा कौन सी?
Option
number 2.
प्रथम भाषा मदर टंग डजंट. एक अध्यापक अपनी कक्षा में वास्तविक वस्तुएं जैसे छतरी, बरसाती, पेचकस आदि लाती है. वो शिक्षार्थी को कहती है कि प्रत्येक के बारे में 2 या 3 वाक्य कहें. व्हाट इज दिस कॉल्ड?
4. Option 4.
So realia. Actually, the word is realia. From English, they just directly taken it. Put it. अपनी कक्षा में काल is your tense. शिक्षण करते समय आप एक ही व्यक्ति को का 2 चित्र दिखाते हैं. तो एक चित्र 15 वर्ष पहले का है और एक चित्र अभी का है. आप इन दोनों चित्र के आधार पर वर्तमान और भूत, that is present and past, बारे में आदतों के बारे में talking. So you've shown 2 pictures, one 15 years ago, one now, and then you're talking. What are you trying to teach? Like how are you?
निर्देशात्मक.
No, since they're given the word prescriptive, the answer is this. This is a very bad answer. This is I don't know what they have made. What this you're doing is you're teaching grammar in context, functional grammar. You are so what the teacher would be doing is when you are teaching tense. So I want to teach you that when I say he was old or he was young, he was. So I will go on saying was and is to talk about present tense and past tense. Okay. So how is the teacher doing this? Teacher is showing two pictures saying that this is the same person, this is 15 years ago, and this is just now. And then let's describe the picture. That's how she's teaching tense. So she is using grammar in context. I don't know why they've written it, made it. This is only through elimination. See, niyam आधारित व्याकरण है नहीं. No rules have been given. Sanrachanaत्मक, this is not the structural approach. In structural approach, rules are given. Prescriptive में निर्देशात्मक व्याकरण, there's nothing called a prescriptive grammar. This is an option just made up, which is this is a very badly constructed question, but as I'm concerned. Since I'm an English teacher, this becomes a badly constructed question. वे कथन जो किसी कक्षा विशेष या पाठ्यक्रम के अंत में विद्यार्थियों द्वारा अर्जित ज्ञान कौशल और प्रवृत्ति का वर्णन करते हैं उसे क्या कहते हैं? The end of the lesson, whatever they will be learned, उसको कहा जाता है.
Option number 2.
अधिगम प्रतिफल. प्रतिफल is outcome. शिक्षण प्रतिफल, no, not teaching outcome. It is अधिगम, learning outcome. संख्यात्मक प्रतिफल and बुनियादी साक्षरता प्रतिफल of FN.